Hey there, we're going to get some messages. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's call on the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light and love. So it is, and so it will be. All right, so something is ending. It could be some sort of soul contract agreement. This also could be something's ending, so something, beautiful can come in. So this could be, look at main male. It's on the coffin side, a gift. I feel like this is a bit of like, this could go two ways, right? This ending could very much be a blessing in disguise, right? Aligning you with energy here that is pure and divine, right? The soulmate energy, the lovers. But then this also can represent there's an ending to a relationship. Something about, something about someone losing access to a gift, a blessing. Ooh, this ought to be interesting. Buckle up, Buttercup. All right, what is going on? What are the messages for us today? Or what do we need to know going on at this time? Okay, we have a courtship here. Okay, we have a community here. We have a family room. So they all know each other. Correct. Confirmation of that. They all know each other. In fact, they hang out. Okay? Something about an end here. So this could be like friends, family of one of these two, or it could be like their people, you know what I mean? Like, this would be a group that is associated to these two here, okay, that I'm picking up on. We'll get a lot more info. All right, so what's going on with the community and this couple and this family room? An official person. Is the official person, answered my question with judication. Oh boy. All right. So something's going on here as it relates to these two individuals and maybe like those that they surround themselves with and a home. So someone may have, there could be something that's escalated here that's required some sort of like authority figure to show up. They may find themselves in front of a judge for something that played out at this family room. So this could be multiple locations. So it's not just like your personal family room, but it also could be like someone else's house. It could be work. It could be a hotel. I think it says like a bunch of places in that this references. Yeah, it says society visits would have been kept in the former parlor. So now we're in a welcoming and supportive space where secrets and personal matters may be shared. That's what I'm getting. It's a room and stands for all private or enclosed spaces, such as living rooms, hotel rooms, offices with doors, and apartments. More abstractly, it represents privacy and intimacy. This sense of closeness can refer to time and place, as in soon, near, right next to you, or shortly, or no more than a month. All right, no more than a month. So whatever's going on in this dynamic here, I feel like the community knows, and I'm getting like, so does some sort of authority, some sort of legal system. That's what I'm getting. All right. We have a message here. So there's something about communication, or they could be waiting to hear something. Waiting for an appearance, perhaps. We have a privileged lady. We have a house. All right, we have a gift. Someone has like some sort of specialty, or someone's being awarded something. Put those over there. We have a child. It could either be a physical child or it could be something that was created. All right. Okay. Change. Thoughts. Okay. Thinking about like not wanting to have to work hard and having some sort of mindset about maybe someone else could provide them some sort of like way out of having to work hard, or having to work hard in a situation, or deal with certain responsibilities, accountabilities. Someone's thinking of a way out. I feel like they're feeling, I'm getting like they're feeling very like on the hook. I'm getting, I feel like they feel like they're on the hook. Okay, maybe they didn't really understand like the potential like the repercussions of something, or the responsibility of something. Let's get more info. All right. What do you want to elaborate on? So this courtship, so this could be like the community knows that like someone might have been having a relationship with you. I'm sorry, having a relationship with somebody and you, and they were seeing somebody on the side. It could have had to do with like where they worked. Okay. There's something regarding like having to work hard and, you know, wanting to have some sort of, you know, opportunity here. I feel like there's something here that might have like was like a dangle, right? Like dangling the carrot. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's almost like I don't think there's much surprise about the fact that they're in front of a judge, okay? Or they're under some sort of like judgment by some sort of official person, whoever that might be. It could be like child related. It could be having to move. So maybe they're consulting for assistance. You know, I'm still trying to get my grips about this, but something around fall. Remember how we were picking up on like 1 month? That's, you know, that we're fall. That would be like fall, December. Look at something happened. Someone got jealous because maybe someone was seeing others on the side. Or maybe thinking of somebody else while they're with them. There's something here about being envious and attention seeking, being very jealous, like a snake. Okay, do you want that there? Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like this energy that's thinking of someone, right, has this like daydreaming obsession about they're jealous, they're envious, they're petty, and they seek outside attention. Look at third party and a clown. Someone feels like they're being seen as a clown. They're like humiliated now. Okay, there's some sort of love triangle situationship, the other woman and secret hookup. And then this is clarifying the courtship card. Okay, So whatever was going on, like as like a secret hookup, I feel like it was very like toxic, right? It was coming from like in a dark energy. And then we have law enforcement, so this could be this official energy, official person. Okay, that could be why the judgment, adjudication's playing out here. Temptation, okay. Situationship, love triangle, and then I have humiliation. And so I'm getting like someone got caught up and there's evidence. And there could have been something done in this family room, which we represent like hotels, offices, like things like that, for money. Okay. All right, so that's what that is. Well, let's put, that's what that is. Yes. Okay. What's going on here? My cards. Do you want these two? Okay, so remember how we saw the message? Well, that's because somebody wants to communicate and they could very much be blocked. So they may actually send you a physical letter. We saw that in this deck over here. I forget where, but it was there. Yeah, I feel like there's like separation here. There's no contact. So I feel like they feel like maybe the only way they can get in contact with you would be like mail. All right. Maybe that's what these thoughts are, is like, how can I contact them? Yeah, someone, there's some sort of like pregnancy test, trapment, some sort of mother figure, some sort of conceiving, okay? So there could have been like a child hidden this whole time, okay? I feel like somebody, you know, yeah, I feel like there's a bit of, you know, I'm getting like privileged lady, pregnancy energy over here. It's like a mother figure. They could have tried to entrap somebody with a pregnancy here. Maybe that's what's been going on, and then somebody's unhappy and they're in situationships, and this could be masculine or feminine. Love triangle energy, secret hookups, and someone's humiliated. Like someone's been totally like outed in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so that's going on in this courtship here. Someone is like super duper jealous. Yeah, look at this. Someone wants to negotiate something. Okay, begging even, wanting to work something out. They want to like negotiate terms. Maybe because they're no longer able to live in this home. I'm getting like somebody may have gotten kicked out of the home or will be. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Is that okay? So that's why it's like pack your bags. Like, you know, the only way something's gonna change is if something's changed, right? Someone may be going away for a while, okay, is also what I'm getting. And that could be as a result of adjudication, law enforcement here, criminal history. Yeah. Or this change could be you. Okay. Someone could have thought that like whatever was going on behind these gates would stay behind these gates, but I'm getting like not so fast. Yeah, look at ravenous, not so fast. Or someone maybe, you know, thought that they could get away with this also. Yeah, I feel like this was like some sort of like sex scheme or sex scandal or money for sex or something that like was going on. Someone was like selling themselves in some way. This is, you know, a collective reading, so I'm certainly picking up on, you know, someone dealing with real life experiences that is hopefully triggering them and the need for self-love and self-care and a priority of self If this is masculine, feminine, the gender does not matter. I feel like if we're constantly looking outside of ourselves, right? A hunger for pleasure, a must have, uncontrollable desires, insatiable, and we're doing this for greedy reasons, right? We're really low in our vibration. And so this is something that is as a result of some wounding. This is as a result of not feeling like enough growing up. And this whole thing playing out seems like a really amazing opportunity to kind of do a bit of self-reflection, a bit of like, okay, why does this keep happening in my life? I feel like the consequences for some of this, for some, whoever I'm connecting with, you guys know, if you know, there's going to be like some serious consequences here that would be like life-changing. So it's a good opportunity to take this kind of experience and move it from, this could ruin the rest of my life, or this could make me a better person. I feel like there's always a choice in the matter. I feel like it's kind of like a wake-up call, okay? I mean, someone's definitely feeling very lost and wanting to run away. They're feeling empty. There could be a lot of responsibilities here, childhood, immaturity, innocence. I'm getting a bit of like, here's a chance to change the patterns, break the patterns. So I'm getting like, there could be individuals that I'm picking up on here that are seeing they're repeating the same things that they experienced from their own parents, maybe even with their child or children, or there's something that's been recreated, and it's kind of for the sake of like, hey, like, you remember what this was like as a kid to experience. Do you really want anyone else to experience that? There's a bit of like checking in, like they could be seeing how they're resembling the child-parent relationship. Maybe they're realizing how they've been affected. Sometimes we push that kind of stuff away and we don't deal with it. This is like a life-changing thing that might be helping people to kind of wake up and to see like, oh wow, like I didn't realize I was doing the thing that hurt me the most that my mom, dad did, or my brother, sister, or my past lover. Like, it's kind of that. This is like to shake it up a bit, right? Otherwise, things get stagnant and we don't learn. So this is like a learning opportunity, big time. And here, the last card in this pull here says change. So whatever this is like someone's being like pressured to make changes in their life. Yeah, look at, we have family here. Talks about building foundation, feeling safe, starting a family, like what it's like to be safe in a family unit. It starts with us. Regardless of our past wounding, it's our responsibility to heal ourselves, right? It's no one else's responsibility. So there may be also like some heavy dreaming, spirit world energy, receiving downloads and confirmations. Okay, this could speak to like the gifts here. Someone has strong like spirit world abilities, gifts. Could be a seer. Ghost and anxiety. Yeah, this is someone that doesn't want to look at what's going on. This is somebody who doesn't want to deal with it. This is somebody who's refusing to make the changes. And so sometimes we are forced to make changes in our life. It's kind of like an energy that wants you to change to accommodate them, but they don't want to do any changes to accommodate you. It's a one-sided situation, right? So, yeah, I feel like there's no devotion here. Whatever they went to for the sake of pleasure, there's nothing devoted here. Okay, they're not happy. There's no happiness here. They don't feel complete with this. This is like a bunch of empty promises, okay? But I'm getting like this is what someone's doing for money and they've gotten caught. Or someone that they're connected to does this and they got caught. So it could be the both of them, or it could be one of them, or it could be the group. So you guys know the situations you're in or what you're connected to by some way. I'm going to pick it up. If you watch the channel, I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, I feel like someone could be going through an ending. This isn't a relationship, a marriage. They're going to court. There's legal papers, legal matters, and justice is at play here. Maybe there is some sort of screenshots or proof. Let's see. What else do you want to say about this? Someone's putting on a front. They have hidden motives. They may have worn masks. Like, they may have even, like, dressed up. And, like, there's some sort of proof of this. Weird. Okay, so weird motives, weird behavior, people pleaser, putting on a front. And then there's proof of this. Yeah. They're trying to erase the evidence of what was done. Interesting. Summertime. Summer, huh? Yeah, look at hearing your voice, wanting a conversation, wanting to be unblocked. What's this? Yeah, look at this. This is what they're trying to get rid of, the proof. Okay, they're trying to erase all their footprint. All right. Someone's definitely having to evaluate their lifestyle in whatever way that is, okay? Someone may want to call and tell you about this. Okay, again, like there's proof here. Someone's been fronting this whole time. Maybe that they are one way and they live a double life. They live a double life. And now there's evidence of this. Yeah. What's this child? Is this that pregnancy? Entrapment? Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. Something about game over, patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, and childish behavior. What's this child? Some sort of like dreams of them, signs, angel numbers, spiritual contract. Someone created a spiritual contract out of revenge for you. Someone tried to get back at you through somebody else, and as a result of that, there was a child. There is a child. And now it's time up. I'm getting they can't get out of this. So out of revenge for you, they may have wow. They may have conceived here with somebody that they didn't intend to conceive with. Wow. I feel like for a lot of us, you know, this is a beautiful ending in some way. It's like bittersweet, right? I feel like as winter comes, if you're in that part of the world that you know, is experiencing the cold temperatures. I feel like someone is thinking of you and they might want to surprise you or take you out. Or you might be dating right now. Okay, you might be dating. And confirmation, it's a new boo. And this is, you know, someone who's going to see you for you, and you're going to enjoy each other. And confirmation, it's new love this winter. Okay, this energy for all their shenanigans, their cover-ups, their multiple personalities and masks and, you know, whatnots. I feel like things are being exposed, and I could be exposing them. So if you don't know, now you know, right? If you don't know, now you know. Yes, look at caught in the act. Yep, they're triggered all right. Childhood wounds. Remember, I was getting that. I was like, oh, this is a huge opportunity to shift. And I hope that for whoever I'm reading for, certainly. I feel like I'm getting like Gemini energy as well regarding the pregnancy and the child. So depending on fire and air. So Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the entrapment, the pregnancy, the mother figure conceiving. And then I'm also getting that with the revenge game and, you know, going with passion, and it led to a child being conceived or something being conceived. Is where I'm getting that energy. The Leo, Aries, and the Gemini. I'm getting Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. Like look at this. Like dark black hair, you know. Yeah, I'm getting that. Caught in the act. Someone was caught in the act. Okay, and so now like there's proof of this, because now there's evidence of it. All right, so whatever's been going on, it's like blowing up in their face. Yeah, and I feel like they're ready to explode. So just be mindful. All right, someone got caught playing games, taking advantage of others, stringing people along, and keeping people like trapped and locked up, right? Around spring, this played out, or this has been going on. We have someone who's coming towards you, holding back though, having a hard time making a decision. Why is this? Because they want to go away. They want to deny everything that's been going on because they want a second chance. Okay, you may have been married or you know, some sort of high level commitment. They're holding on to the past and they're obsessed. And they don't want you to be with anybody else. Okay, so they're threatened by this. And they feel like time is running out. It's a ticking. So they're refusing to give in. Okay. It's like you're the one that got away. They don't want you to be the one that got away because they're obsessed. And so they're wanting you to negotiate, okay, on their terms. All right. And they're, you know, angry, they're triggered, and they have a lot of, you know, crazy energy here. Heavy water energy, so they could be a water sign. I'm getting like waves clashing in and out. All right, so I feel like when you were with them, it was like Jekyll and Hyde energy. So you're better off by yourself, alone. Choosing your experience was what it was. You know, you love yourself. You have self-awareness, intentions, and you're accepting your lesson and moving on. There's that air sign again. Yeah, someone's heart chakra is blocked. They're very defensive. They have a lot of past traumas, and they very much could feel ashamed, blamable, guilty, and they're very distant right now. There's a lot of regrets. Yeah. I feel like you're a healer to others, an empath, a strong intuition, a leader, not a follower. Okay, so whatever they claimed you to be, you know, it was coming from a place of jealousy. Like you were with someone, okay, you were dating someone or with someone that was actually jealous of you, right? So that fueled the fire. It fueled the obsession, right? It's like insane. So just these people went to great lengths to orchestrate some sort of shenanigans. And you know, I feel like you give zero shits and you're focused on, you know, what's for you. Clearly this is not your reality. And if it is your reality, I feel like you have to kind of do a bit of reflection and feel like, you know, why is this my reality? You know, is this something I want to continue to experience? And, you know, an opportunity to do some shadow work, especially like this time of year. This is a great time to kind of like reflect and see where there's opportunity for change and growth, especially as like the seasons are changing. You know, we should also be in our own natural cycles of that. So maybe there's a need to kind of say, okay, well, why do I keep experiencing this? Right? What is it that I'm not valuing enough about myself that would call in competition or needing to receive outside validation, right? I feel like, you know, someone's even struggling with admitting this. You know, they can't look like they've done anything wrong or, you know, refusing to give in. There's some sort of, I feel like they believe their own lies at this point, you know? So I feel like things have definitely caught up and change is here whether you like it or not. So I feel like there might have been opportunities here given, right, for change, and I'm getting like decisions were made to maybe not make those changes, and as a result, like boom, here you go, like change is going to happen whether you like it or not, you know. I feel like you definitely left a mark, and that might be something that you end up doing a lot. Right? You tend to leave your mark. And so, however, regardless of your endeavors, I would say you are the jackpot, right? Like, and someone is realizing, you know, now what they had, right? But they don't have access to this. Okay, this was forfeited, right? So 777. Remember, like in my earlier readings, maybe yesterday or the day before, I was like, someone's one short of 3 sevens. Okay, so I feel like it's this energy, right? They thought they have it all figured out, right? They thought that like they could get one up on you, and they didn't realize that like you were the jackpot. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like, I see like a chessboard or checkerboard. It's like, you know, and then I see these coins and they're just like spilling out, and they're like, yeah, that could have been mine, or that is mine. Someone feels a bit entitled, like whatever is yours is theirs. I would say, I would beg to differ. But I would say this is checkmate. Checkmate. Yeah, you know, I feel like they made their choices. They don't have to be accountable to you. They have to be accountable to God. And like, you're gone. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone. And they know that now. So, yeah, you're just a thought. You're just an illusion now. You're a memory. Right? Yeah. And they're like a joker. Something like that. They kept pointing me to look at this, the mask, right? Right? Like, you don't even know who you were with. Okay? They were wearing a mask the whole time. Right? So even if, like, you could have some sort of, like, conversation, you don't even know who you're talking to. Right? That's how, like, nutso it is. So, However, whatever it was, it certainly was something to show you areas that you have responsibility and accountability to work on. And how many of us have done that? Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share. Celebrate those that are working on themselves to try to be better people. And hopefully as we do this ourselves, it creates this ripple effect, and hopefully it becomes catchy. All right, so, spread the good vibes, choose peace, choose love, okay, choose yourself, okay, and your peace of mind. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you guys on the next reading. Bye now.